Hello and welcome to Excel video 252. I'm Nate Moore. I'm posting this video from California where I'm in town to speak to the California Healthcare Assembly tomorrow. If I haven't spoken to your group lately, I'd love to. What I want to do today is really go back to the basics of formulas in Excel and talk about an idea called relative cell references. I have some numbers in column A and column B, and let's just start with that. If I wanted to add A1 and B1, it's just equals A1 plus B1, and I can hit return. And the great thing about Excel is I can copy and paste that formula, or I can drag this formula all the way down. And what Excel does is it says instead of A1 and B1, now we're adding A2 and B2, A3 and B3, A4, B4, and that works all the way down and it works across. And the reason it works is because these formulas, A1, B1, A2, B2, are relative references. In other words, when the formula moves, they move. So as I copy these numbers down, instead of going to A2, B2, you know this is going to go to A3, B3. And if I copy this formula over here, now this is going to look at B3 plus C3. Because they're relative references, as you copy formulas down and across, the rows and columns change appropriately. That's often what you want, and it works great. The challenge is sometimes if I wanted to do equals A1 plus, let's just click over B1 plus C1, and I always wanted to add column A and column B, but this cell here that I just highlighted in yellow, this C1, I always want to add C1, whether it's A1 and B1, A2, B2, A3, B3, I always want to add C1 to that. And if I copy the formula down like this, I'm going to do just like I did before. See, I'm looking at A, B, and C1, A, B, and C2, A, B, and C3. The trick to copying formulas and having some cell references stay put, like this C1, and others be relative and move as we copy, is the difference between absolute cell references and relative cell references. This idea here is relative. When you copy it, everything changes. The row 4 and the column A both change. The row 4 and the column B both change. If you want to lock in the row or the column or both, you need to use an absolute or a mixed cell reference depending on how much of the formula you want to lock in. Stay tuned next time. We'll take this one step further and start talking about the difference between absolute cell references that would lock in that C1 and this A1, B1 stuff that copies all the time because they're a relative cell reference. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching.